we're watching Dr. Phil and getting an insight on Summer Wells, we're paying close attention to every piece of words that are coming out of their mouth. We're paying attention to their body language. We're paying attention to every little detail. We're going back. We're fast forwarding forward. We're rewinding back. And so go ahead and shoot that. So Don Wells on here says the first thing he thought of when he realized his daughter was missing is that she was abducted. That was his very first thought. My question is with that, all that greenery, all that trees, all that whole vast land, your first inclination would be that she was abducted? Not that she was lost, not that she went out and played and fell asleep somewhere, in a tree, something. Your first thought was she was abducted. And he says that multiple times, that's his first thought, is that she was abducted. My question is that would have been my first thought, first and foremost. Secondly, why would that have been his first thought? Was he threatened by somebody that he owed maybe money to, that if he didn't pony up, something would happen to his family? If he didn't owe any money, why would that be his first thought? The wife, Candus, has failed and actually got up out of the interrogation with the human lie detectors, the two gentlemen that were there, reading body language and everything else like that, which was a little suspicious because, you're here to try to find answers for your daughter. And especially if you think she was abducted, your first thing would be, selflessness. You're not worried about yourself. You throw everything on the table to save your child. And somebody asks the tough question and you break down and get up and don't want to talk about it and take your microphone off. This is not conduct of people that had nothing to do or don't know anything. Secondly, it was apparent that Don Wells may have been at work during the time. So why is the wife half, Candus, so upset about stuff? To me, just this little bit I've previewed thus far, I believe she knows a hell of a lot more than she's saying she knows. I think Don now knows that she may have been involved, and that's why he's having some body language, eye blinking pattern issues. But if he was not there at the time she disappeared, I think the mom knows exactly what happened to Summer Wells. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I have been having issues getting up, as you guys well know. Don't know why. Okay, Nona, I'll let her know. Yeah, we're on the phone this morning about that. People think that we're not going to say anymore. We're going to be scheduling an appointment with our attorney. I think we just about had enough with it. So, we try to play nice and stuff. We're going to let the attorney guide us from this point forward. It's going to cost us a boatload. We may have to, do a fundraiser, but it is what it is. So I don't want to get too much onto that. We're just going to let people roll with what they're going to roll with and wait to see talk to our attorney, and then we'll move forward from there. I will tell you, we're not going to be discussing copyright issues moving forward. Again, we're going to be working with an attorney and just handle it that way. So keep sending us the people that are using and utilizing our content. Don't stop doing that. That's not what I'm saying. We need that information. It's just as far as the conversation related to it. We're going to stop communicating on it and let our attorneys handle it from this point forward. So, and just to inform you guys, Crude AF, which I'm not promoting his channel at all, and I think he's a despicable human being. So I don't want to give him, subscribers, and anybody that subscribes to his channel and supports me, I'd wish you wouldn't. So let me just go over there. I just want to show you guys some things. Let me go to my Gmail. He's claiming victory. There's no victory claimed yet. There's no victory claimed yet. But he's claiming victory as copyright, and he's advising people, which is very foolish for them to listen to him, that he's hasn't received copyright infringements, and that he's just claimed fair use, and it's fair use. So I wanted to show you guys something real quick to prove to you that it's not over yet, and we will be fighting back with YouTube as well. It's not over yet. So I just want to show you guys some things here. Let me share my screen. And this is going to be the last I discuss this for right now. He has not won. If you guys notice right here, I have to respond to an email. See that? Info still needed. Info still needed. He's saying that he's claiming, the fair use. What he's doing is not fair use. It's actually infringement upon copyright. He's also showing my logo in his stuff, which is also copyrighted. So, and he's actually using copyrighted images from other sources that I personally took, which clearly has a copyright on any and all photos, especially related to the Gabby Petito case. Because other people have copyright licenses for those images. So he's now starting to, poke the bear and poke larger animals that have more funding and more sources. So again, this is all I'm going to discuss with it, but it is not over. He's screaming victory, but we will be fighting back. We will be providing YouTube all the information, including case law, in response to the claims of copyright. So for those that are listening to Crude and running it and claiming fair use, I would be very careful and very cautious about that, because it's still not over, and he has still not been claimed to have fair use rights on those on that streaming. So I'd be careful how he's leading other YouTubers to slaughter. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Coffee Club. Again, another image that is copyrighted. So, Andrew will hear from Justice. He was on her panel. I'm missing some stuff here, apparently. Apparently, I'm missing some stuff. We're going to get right in. Thank you for those. Justice for Summer. We are still part of Summer's army. But, we are going through a lot of stuff. We've been going through a lot of stuff. And, we're looking into new cases. We're trying to get up to speed on some things. And we're just going to go from there. But I can say that the cases that we looked at, and this might be another option. I know people like Michelle After Dark decided to run a poll to see if we're effective. That's people's opinions. That's people's opinions that have never even stepped foot out there. But I find it odd that we go out there on our protest and we get, TBI starts responding. TBI has been responding directly with Jonathan Lee Riches. So everybody keeps saying these what we're doing has no effect. We're not effective, but we're having direct contact with people in charge, related to our questions and, statements and stuff like that. If you don't believe me, go to his Twitter page. So what we do is apply pressure. We apply pressure to law enforcement. Although we back the blue, that doesn't prevent us from, pressuring them to move forward, pressuring them to take the next steps, pressuring them to do better. We love law enforcement. We've always loved law enforcement. I think that they have an incredibly hard and difficult job. We do love them, and we support them. But, to what extent? We do realize that they do make mistakes, and those mistakes cost time, cost money, and cost cases. People's analogy of us going there and protesting as being an issue that can be brought up in court for a crime is kind of comical, because clearly these people are not educated in the law. As you know, I have an AA and paralegal background. I went to college for it. I graduated with a 3.67 GPA. I graduated top of my class, the top 2% of my class to be very specific. I was on Dean's List and honor roll every semester, and have a good idea of how to read the law, how to interpret the law, and how to, obviously look up the case law related to any statute or any, law. What case law is basically when people went to court and argued a case, how was that disposed of? Were they, were their claims accepted and proven, or were they denied? And if they were denied, on what grounds? Because even if something, for example, say somebody stole something, but there was no eyewitnesses to stop them from them being the theft. No, they have to prove it a different way. So, and based upon that criminal law in that particular jurisdiction, you have to read that and to understand because just because a statute says you can't steal, what's the 3-prong test in order to prove theft? That's defined in the case law. That's defined in how those other cases were disposed of. So, what you read is not always as black and white as what you're reading. It's called legalese. And many people know this. So, we're trying to find out why, we did meet with the district attorney, the assistant district attorney, and she explained why in many cases this stuff has not been charged just yet. It doesn't mean it's not going to be charged. No, it doesn't. It just means they're not moving forward with those charges yet, that it actually may hinder the case related to Summer Wells. I disagree. I patently disagree with that. But again, I'm more comfortable with Florida law than I am Tennessee law. So I'm not going to, argue about that. I'm more inclined in understanding the Constitution and everything like that, because that's one of the first foundations that you learn whenever you go to school in the legal field. You learn the Constitution because every state has a form of the U.S. Constitution written in their state statute and in their state constitution. So a lot of people don't know that. But again, it comes down to the legalese, the case law, the precedents that are set by that case law on how to clearly define the state statutes and the U.S. Constitution. So just to clarify all of that for the people out there, especially the ones that hate and have nothing better to do than troll our page. It's very upsetting to me to see what people perceive themselves as content creators when they create no authentic, genuine content. And they're taking the focus off Summer Wells and other victims to bash me over the head, as well as the team over the head, because they don't like us. They don't like the work we're doing because we're making them look foolish. It's easy to sit here in my office and talk and throw everybody else's content up and criticize it. But to actually go out and do the content and spend the money and do the work and the legwork to do it is quite a different feat, right? They don't know how to do that. They wouldn't know where to begin. And that truly defines content creators, right? The people that are willing to go out there and do the work necessary to be considered a content creator, and those that just want to sit there and be talking heads. We won't. We know that the parents know something. I've given Don ample opportunity to speak to me, to give me the truth. And he duck bobs and weaves. I'll get a call from him late at night, when he's tatered up, and talk about it. And all he wants to do is badger me, belittle me, and call me all kinds of names under the sun, and never answer any question. He's a master at duck bobbing and weaving questions. I have offered, he actually asked me the last conversation that I can go up there and meet him. He would make dinner for me, and I can meet him in Candus. But it doesn't sound like he wants to answer any questions. He keeps referring me to other interviews that he had, which is what made me create my opinion, in addition to the legwork we did physically in Rogersville and Kingsport. We went straight to all the players of this case and spoke to them. We went to law enforcement. Of course, they didn't provide us any information other than, they want everybody to reach out to 1-800-TBI-FIND. But we provided them a wealth of information. I'm in the process of sending them over a bunch of stuff myself. Actually, I tried to, but my computer keeps shutting down on me. that nothing is going out. So I've got to get a new computer, and it's driving me freaking nuts. So that's one of the very first things that I'm planning on doing as soon as I get my first paycheck from YouTube, which again, people are saying I'm making all this money off of YouTube. I would like to know where it's at. I would like to know where it's at. Oh shit, what did I do with my, just had it. What a morning. What a morning. Just had my, of course, just a lovely, great, just awesome morning. Is this the new one? This is not the new one. I just had my, Lord have mercy on my soul. Probably threw it away. Oh, that's not it. I just had my other pod, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. I really would. I'd lose my freaking head if it wasn't attached. There it is, in the garbage. Insanity. I need to wake up. More coffee, please. More coffee. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. We got almost 500 people in here. Well, just a little over 450. Guys, if you love this channel, please don't keep me a secret. Share this page to the people. We go out. We are true content creators by way of we go out and investigate these cases. We typically do a fact-finding mission before we ever do anything else. We find out the information that needs to be found out. We put all the pieces together and we formulate an opinion, our opinion, not everybody else's opinion, but our own opinions about what happened, and we bring that to you. We also bring you the content so you can formulate your own opinion, which may very well differ from ours. A friend of mine called and told me that I have a tornado warning in my area. We might get blown away. We'll see. I hope everybody's safe out there. I know weather across the country is, not the best. But at any rate, I am going to Texas at the end of the month. I'm going to Texas at the end of the month. So this will be a fun little getaway. I probably won't stream live while I'm in Texas. I may stream live a little bit, when I'm in my hotel room or something after the fact, but I will not be going live because it is a political event. And as many of you know, I do try to keep my political views and leanings off this page. I don't think they have any bearings on these cases. I don't want to take away from the work that we're doing because of the political climate in this country. So at any rate, I will be probably posting stuff on my Facebook, which I have not done in a really long time. I very rarely even use Facebook anymore, even though I built an amazing platform on Facebook under one of my aliases. So, which many people don't know, actually has quite the following on it. And very pleased to do that. I may convert that page over to Bullhorn Betty, but I'm not sure, just because for the simple fact of the exposure that particular page has. With 1.8 million content followers on there. So just still trying to decide, where I'm moving to, what I'm doing, and things of that nature. People, I understand a lot of YouTube channels don't know who I am, but I've been around for a really long time, and I've been doing a lot of different things for a really long time. And guess what? I have always been 100% sponsored by my viewers. So nothing new. This is just a new platform. That's it. At any rate, no, we're not protesting another creator's house. That's stupid and foolish. We're just not doing that. That's again, it's a political endeavor, not a personal one by any stretch of the imagination. We go after criminals and we protest criminals, and we protest. We redress our government. That's where we keep it. We don't go to private residence for other creators. If you're a politician, I might show up with my bullhorn in front of your home, but that's where I draw the line. They're in the public eye. They're our politician. They're who we pay taxpayer money to. And that's something totally different. But a private citizen, that's a waste of my time. So at any rate, thank you, ICU. ICU is always doing a great job along with all the other moderators. I think the moderators on this channel do not get enough credit for the work they do. They work tirelessly while they're on this channel because we have so much hate out there. Why would creators have hate over bringing awareness to Summer Wells? Makes you wonder. And, those creators that are taking the focus away from Summer Wells, shame on them. Shame on them. And it's pretty sad that I am now the news for them. I'm now what they get to profit off of. They hate me so much, but yet they keep profiting off of me. So it's just, it's hilarious. It's a beast that just keeps on going, At any rate, we're just going to keep moving forward. We're going to let, if the attorney says it's fair use, it's fair use. I'm telling you, I don't believe that to be the case. But again, we will be consulting and meeting with an attorney here in the near future to go over everything now that we have true examples of what the kinds of attacks that we're under over our content and over our logos, over our faces, over everything that we do. You cannot copyright your face, but there are other avenues that you can take. So we will be looking at all avenues. And we will, because we do plan on filing some lawsuits in the near future. We've got to figure out what content we need to register as copyright, because that's the only time in which you have to register your copyright products is right before a lawsuit. So at any rate, we are moving forward with that. Many people don't think we will, and we are. We are going to sit down now that we have some primary examples of what's been going on behind the scenes and with YouTube. And I'm also putting YouTube on notice that, you're not protecting creators enough. And we may end up, you're the ones with the deep pockets. So I will just leave it at that. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming that Princess must be going to the ER again. That's really sad. Everybody knows Princess has got some medical issues. I don't know to the extent of his medical issues, but it's doesn't sound like it's necessarily really good. So we'll keep him in our prayers, and we will hopefully he will be doing well. I also saw that I'm not a legitimate that I am not a legitimate, and I do not. So U.S. Press Corps is for independent journalists to sign up that have independent platforms such as myself. Whereas like Jonathan Lee Riches is media with your content, which is a publication online. It has many journalists that work with that publication and that news organization. I am a little bit different. I have press credentials. I have press privileges through U.S. Press Corps as an independent journalist and videographer and photo reporter. So I'm considered press by every, under the law. I have my press credentials and I utilize them independently here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. So for anybody that does not believe in that, and I actually may be genuinely turning Bullhorn Betty over to a media organization by way of setting up corporate documents. So we'll see how all that's going to be unfolding. We will see. Then I'll have my own press credentials from Bullhorn Betty. And we will no longer be independent. So we'll see how that goes. These are things that are just floating around in my head. We're going to be moving forward with this channel and with some other things to promote the team, and including possibly a magazine deal. And, we've obviously got some things in the works, and that will be giving us some more sponsorships, some more advertisements, and some more finances to come in to protect our name. And so we'll be working on those things here in the near future, just to give you guys some ideas of what we're doing. We take this job very seriously. We take it very seriously. We work very hard for you, the viewers, which I'm 100% sponsored by you, the viewers, on all different platforms. So We try working very hard, no different than any other organization. So it's, yeah. So we're going to try to just move this forward. At any rate, let's get back to Summer Wells. Summer Wells is a missing 5-year-old girl. We at first, whenever I first heard this case come out, my heart bled for the parents. My heart bled for the parents. But as there was inconsistencies, being in this stuff, working on different cases, seeing the good, bad, and the ugly, we realized very quickly that there were some other underlying issues going on with this case that weren't being broadcasted to the public because we've worked so many, we worked quite a few cases where there's murders, there's, persons of interest and things of that nature. And we always can tell, based upon our interaction with people, whether they're considered a person of interest, a witness, or somebody with just hearsay knowledge. And we can determine that very quickly based upon the questions that we provide them and we ask them and the answers that they provide us. And like many other cases, Summer Wells was one of those things where our heart bled for the parents. And then we started looking into the parents. We started doing background checks. We started looking into the case because we know how law enforcement works. We know that typically they turn the parents' lives upside down to clear them as quickly as possible so they can move on. And when I started hearing that other people were being cleared and the parents have never been cleared, that is a big red flag for me, because the first place that they go, the first people that they turn upside down are the parents. So they are usually the first ones that are cleared. And you usually see law enforcement stand next to beside each the parents and bring them to the media for them to, express that they need, people to turn in information. You never saw that in this case. And that was very peculiar to me. And it made me wonder why. And so, as we started, we weren't going to go there. Even TikTok would not fund us to go out there due to safety concerns. So we decided to pony up our own money and go out there. And, obviously we reached out to Marissa to see if she wanted to go with us because we didn't allow, I shouldn't say didn't allow her to go to Moab. She could go wherever she wanted. We asked her to stand down because we heard in Moab that they weren't going to talk to us, having more people than not. We were going to be going undercover at Woody's and, getting in disguises and things like that. We thought less was more in that case. But we so soon realize every case we get involved in, we have people to tell us that nobody's going to work with us and that they don't like outsiders and stuff like that. We now know that is not true, especially when we're walking on Beach Creek Road and people that are driving by are slowing down to talk to us, waving at us, telling us good job. The people in and around the community of Rogersville that live near and around the Wells home do not like the Wells. Like, they've lost just about every single one of their friends over this case because nobody believes their story. And I'm one of those people that do not believe their story. I don't believe their story because he keeps saying that they've been saying the same thing over and over again. No, they have not. They've been keeping some of the milestone items there, but their details, the little details of the case, keep changing. And I want to specifically talk to them about this minor details that they think are so minor. The details that make the story really the story. Like, where did Candus go after she dropped Hunter off? Why did she call Hunter before she called law enforcement to report Summer missing? She reported, in Hunter's own words, he had just gotten to the park when he received, which was shortly after she dropped him off. And before she called him to say that Summer was missing. That to me tells me that she called him before she called law enforcement, because she called law enforcement supposedly at between 6:30 and 7 o'clock at night to report Summer missing. So I want to know more information as to why she would call a 15-year-old boy to report her daughter missing as opposed to law enforcement. These are the tiny little details. I want to know, did she give Hunter marijuana products on the day that Summer went missing? I want to know, did she get a 12-pack from the store or truly one can of Twisted Tea? Because the story as to how Hunter got Twisted Tea just does not make sense. We all know that Candus has no problem drinking. She drinks from the time she wakes up to the time she sleeps. Why was it any different this day? Those are the details that I have questions on. I will not be signing any non-disclosure agreements to go speak with the Wells. That is not something I'm willing to do. I'm sorry. I'm there to to interview them. I'm there to give them the platform, and to record the conversation and record their their responses. I'm there to talk to them. I'm not there to bash them over the head. I'm not there to yell at them. I'm there to ask them very specific questions that I have. I've been preparing a list since the beginning of this case of questions that have not yet been answered. And that means I've already reviewed all the interviews that they have been a party to, and have formulated very specific, detailed, and thoughtful questions for them that I hope that they answer. Does that mean they're going to answer them? Maybe not. Maybe they will. Maybe they have a good explanation for some of these weird coincidences, right? I don't know. I won't know until I speak to them. I can tell you that my thoughts, I ran my initial thoughts on this program as we came in before I started talking, of my thoughts before I even left out of Florida for the first round to Rogersville, back in December. And I have to say that my what had happened has changed slightly. How I feel has changed slightly. I now believe Don Wells is more involved than I initially thought. That's what finding out that he left his job at 3:30, right around the time that Candus was home and was having problems with Summer. Summer being very sick, and nobody wants to talk about that. I find it very peculiar, and I have questions related to the time of where he went to. I have questions about the age of his vehicle, what vehicle he was in at the time that he received the call about Summer, what kind of vehicle he showed up to the house with. I've got a lot of questions. I've got a lot of questions related to, law enforcement typically downloads people's phones in cases like this, but it's very rare that I hear that law enforcement deletes anybody's information off their phone from 3:30 to 6:30, off everyone's phone except Hunter's, right? And why was their phones returned to them a lot sooner than Hunter's was? I have those questions. They may not have the answer to them, but I have those questions. So there are a lot of detail-oriented questions. They say, oh, well, they went here and they went there and they went here. Those are not detailed questions. Those are saying the same things over and over again. The times are changing. What they purchased is changing. I went to Catch 22. I went to the hippie house. We went to the store where they originally got drinks and the nicotine vapes from, which is quite peculiar, because why would they have to go to Catch 22 and the hippie house for nicotine products when you can buy nicotine products at any convenience store? I can tell you Catch 22 and the hippie house are marijuana type shops. They are not tobacco shops. They are not. I walked into the hippie house and the stench of marijuana hits you slap in your face. So we have a lot of questions for the Wells, and I do hope, like I said, the other night, he kept me on the phone until 1:00 in the morning. And, I was asking him these questions, and he wanted to be belligerent to me. He wanted to call me a B word. He wanted to call me the N word. He wanted to call me all these names, and I was just trying to tell him that this is based upon those interviews that he's referring me to. These are questions I have. He says that his wife never left Summer down at the lake, but I believe we have her on the record saying that she was up at the car when Summer went into the so-called watering hole, which really wasn't a watering hole, and they really weren't supposed to be swimming there. That many people, many medical professionals have reviewed that last photo of Summer. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah. So, it makes you wonder, because when you have that in front of a doctor or a nurse that has been dealing with trauma patients for many years, and you show them that, I mean, the spot on the jacket wasn't as much of a concern to them because that literally could be anything. That could have been juice. That could have been literally slobber coming out of her mouth that just dripped down there. You really can't determine what that substance was on her jacket. And it was soaking into the seatbelt, right? Did they try? Could it have been, part of the Slurpee or slushy that dripped down? We don't know. We don't know what that spot is. That wasn't their concern with. Yes, Tammy, that's what I was getting to. It was the fingernails. It was the purpling of all the cuticles on her nails. That was showing that the heart wasn't pumping blood to her lower extremities. That was the most concerning. That was the photo that proves that she was in the process of dying at the time that photo was taken. And a lot of people don't understand that. Now, explain to me how a child that has purpling of her cuticles, that means she's not getting blood to her extremities, is going to be able to play when she got home or so much as wander off from her home. It's a great question. I would like to know. It doesn't make sense. But what does make sense is they have video evidence, photography evidence that that child had something seriously wrong with her at the time that photo was taken. We don't see any calls to medical professionals. We don't see them taking her to a doctor on that day, despite her going into the water. Something happened. Something happened at that water hole. I bet you they were planning on being at that water hole for a really long time. But when Summer went underwater and Hunter had to go out there and grab her and get the water out of her lungs, they decided to call it a short day and decided that she appeared fine. And they went on with their day, not realizing she was not okay. She needed medical attention. But the purpling of the cuticles, I can tell you with the medical professionals that I have personally spoken with and showed them that video, that is the most telling of the entire video and the entire photo is that purpling of the cuticles. That proves right there. And it wasn't just the thumb. I mean, it was, if you look at all the fingers, those cuticles are purpling on just about every single nail that's visible in that photo. That is the most crucial. That shows that she was in the process of something happening to her. Oh, Olivia, you decided to come see me, girlfriend. You decided to come see me. Hey, everybody show some love and support for my friend, my sister, Chronicles of Olivia. She is here. She is here. So thank you, Olivia. Yeah, she is up early. I know. We're surprised. What the hell? Olivia's my, she would be a morning riser if morning starts at noon. Remember that sign, Olivia? So we have a lot of questions for Don and Candus. Again, I have my opinions on what happened based upon eyewitness testimony, based upon speaking to people in and around in the inner circle of Don and Candus Wells prior to the disappearance of Summer Wells. Law enforcement at this point, even with if they had honestly, if they really believed footprints were Summer's footprints on that road, that would have been evidence of an abduction. They said there's no signs or evidence of an abduction. That they're looking into foul play, and even entertaining the possibility of her wandering off. We just had a child in Tennessee wander off. His name was Elijah Kinzinger, and Elijah Kinzinger was found. Why? Because he truly wandered off with all the law enforcement that penetrates. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I didn't realize. I don't know, Olivia, if you've really been in my live before, but it's kind of neat. Thank you. Welcome, Olivia. You do need to be rinsed. Let me go to my channel. Let me get you up. Olivia, I need you to write something on here. Hold on, let me see if I can go back far enough to find you. There you are. I found you. You're wrenched. You're a wrench. There you are. There you are. You should be wrenched now. Thank you, Olivia. My friend Olivia. Actually, she's past a friend. She's between her, Jonathan, mom. I think that we're best friends at this point. We spend so much time together. We rely and trust on each other. We really trust each other's judgment. I can tell you, we feel. I love Jonathan to death because we feel safe with him. We feel so safe. We trust his instinct. He's been spot on. I mean, literally, I can't. Olivia, do you want to come up and just chat since you're up? I'm gonna throw you a invite down here. If you want to come up, just come on in. But it's crazy. There you go. It is literally crazy how Jonathan's sixth senses. I mean, it's like if he says something, like even in the back of my mind, I always wonder why would somebody do this or why would somebody do that. I'm just truly at the end of the day very curious, right? And but I got to tell you, the man is spot on with his like I have an instinct too, but not as in tuned as Jonathan is. It's literally scary. Wait for Miss Olivia. I'm wondering. There she is. There she is. Literally.
I look so crazy right now.
You look beautiful. You always look beautiful. Yeah. There she is.
Aw, you're so sweet. Can you hear me?
Mute the YouTube.
Oh. You can what?
Don't mute the yard stream, but mute the YouTube.
Mute the YouTube? How do I do that? Wait, now can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You were just having a little feed.
Everyone.
So.
Yeah, so I agree. Jonathan is like psychic.
He is. He's got a little. He's in with Earth. He has that. Like he's like the mission is over. We gotta. We need to go. He had a plane to catch anyways. But he has the sixth sense. He knew. I mean, even that night before we went to bed to get up that next day, he told us, he goes, I feel like something's going to happen tonight. And it did.
Yeah.
We were all half asleep. And, next thing we know, we got white trucks coming by. We got law enforcement coming in. It was a little crazy.
That was, yeah. But, I feel really safe with Jonathan. He's also like a master sleuth. Yeah. He's really good with finding information and stuff. We all have our strengths. And
we all do. And it's crazy because, he's like a whole package. Like he's got the sleuthing skills. He's got this investigative journalism skills. I'm constantly being, picked on. People like to cyber bully me.
I know.
And say I'm not a legitimate journalist. I mean, what do you think it is? What do you think a journalist is? I'm curious. What do people think it is? It's doing what we're doing.
Exactly. And we have we're journalists, but gonzo journalists too. We're gonzo journalists. So
I know people don't know what that means. It means that we get into the case and we provide our firsthand viewpoints of the case. We're more biased in our reporting, meaning that we don't have a problem throwing our opinions in there. A lot of journalists, they're unbiased. That means they filter just the information, the raw information. We do not. We give you our opinions and in the way we do things. We keep a lot of stuff, a lot of our how we handle our business out of the public eye because we don't want people utilizing our stuff to do the same type of work that we do. But in the same sense, we do provide them some information related to how we do our work, and we have to because, they don't understand.
Exactly.
So, we were all there at the table with Dudley. Do you believe that Dudley was being truthful? I mean, he did we heard him, he put his opinions of what happened, not knowing, all the stuff that we know. So, I mean, he did have his own opinions of what happened, which differed from ours.
Yeah.
But he was, for the most part, he was truthful. in my
Yeah, in my opinion, I agree. Just through his facial expressions, the way that he talked, you could just feel that he was being truthful. And I always trust my gut. I'm just a very I don't know. I feel things. I'm a Pisces, so I'm very like in tune with my surroundings and other people's emotions. And I'm pretty good almost all the time. I can tell if someone's being truthful or not. And another thing with that interview is I purposely filmed it like super zoomed up to his face. Like I could have filmed it where we were in a where the camera was in a corner and you could see all of us, but I wanted it to show his face where literally it was like in his face so that people could see his facial everything, like his emotions. And that I think is really telling because it'll be easier for people to kind of feel and see if he's truthful or not. So that's why I purposely filmed it so close.
And he was answering questions. Nothing was off the table. He did answer all the questions, in my opinion, as truthfully as possible. I know that there's rumors going around that he was fired from his job recently. That is untrue. I've kept an open line of communication with both him and Linda. When I heard those allegations, I called him directly that day. And he actually put me on the phone with his boss. And his boss is like, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So he's got a good job. I told his boss that, he's good people, that, I hope he keeps him around for a really long time. His boss seems very pleased with his work, very pleased with him. So it doesn't, he was on the job the day that everybody was saying he was fired. I spoke to him myself. I spoke to his boss personally.
Yeah.
So he put his boss right on the phone with me. So for those people, I'm sorry that you keep believing everything that everybody says about me, about everybody else, but you will find out that the majority of the stuff that you're hearing on other channels is untrue, is flat out lies in most cases. And, it's sad that you believe everything you hear. If you guys want the truth, come here. I'll tell you the truth. That's why everybody's so mad at me, right? I don't care.
Yeah. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth.
Exactly. But we are going to still keep building these platforms. We're going to still keep building our brand. We're going to still keep building the team. I feel like we are just beginning. We're just scratching the the surface with our brand of content. And, we got a big, bright future ahead of us. And, if some content creators are taken out in the process, so be it.
Yeah.
So be it. It won't be me.
Exactly. Yeah, just the whole thing about, the fair use thing and like people stealing our content. It sucks, because people just stream our stuff and
yeah, but we're going to be, I think once we speak with the attorney, we actually sit down and show them examples of what's going on. I think that, nothing stops things until you start hitting people's pocket. And I think, and it sucks because it's going to be hitting our pocket too, but we have great supporters out there of what we're doing that are going to help with that aspect. I know several have already reached out to me saying that they back us and will be financially supporting the endeavor of putting an end to this. So we will be having funds set up directly for help in this endeavor. So it's not an easy, cut, dry process as we're learning. We were hoping that things would just go and we'd be able to stop it. We are stopping a lot of it. I mean, there's been many channels that you've struck. There's been many channels that I've struck. And now we're having to get into the fine details of it, which we will be responding to YouTube with the finer details and case law to support our claim. So it's a time-consuming process. It does take time away from Summer Wells in order to do it, but we are going to be designating time. You're going to be coming over here this afternoon so we can designate many hours to working on crafting our letters, crafting our statements, looking at case law, bringing in the law to this to prove our standing. on the copyright issue and the scope of the copyright issue. So this is not over, guys. I know that there are some creators saying that they won, they've got a victory. They have not. I just proved that, YouTube is asking me for more information, and we will be providing them more information to help curtail this theft.
Yeah. And also, I appreciate all the people, because sometimes I get emails whenever a creator is using my like footage and stuff. People will email me and say like, "Oh, this person was using your stuff."
Well, listen to this. We know for a fact that our photography, our photos, are definitely, without a doubt, copyrighted. We learned that when we were talking to a producer, and talking about our licensing them content to some of our photography on a completely different case. And lo and behold, the picture of me and you with the water bottle, a picture that was posted that we legitimately have a copyright claim to, was used as a thumbnail on one of these creators.
Really?
Damn. Yes. And we know for a fact explicitly that there's copyright assessed, and that is a integral part of a case. So that can't happen. And we know for a fact that he used a copyright image without proper request to do so. We license, some of the images we have, people don't understand. We have licensing agreements with other people to use them. So they're really starting to step into some issues and with some bigger fish than ourselves. So
if you guys ever, in the comments here, if you ever see someone using our stuff, you can email me, thechroniclesofolivia@gmail.com, or Betty.
Yeah, or me, because no matter what, we always share the stuff between ourselves. So with that aside, I don't want to spend too much time on copyright because it is taking away from summer, and we will do that behind the scenes and handle our business behind the scenes and out of the light of the public. This channel here is, a live performance, so to speak. We're live. Our performance is related to Summer Wells today, and we will be continuing down that road. So, what did we learn? I hear a lot of criticism about our protests. And do you feel our protests were effective?
I believe that all of our protests are always effective, because the bottom line, for me at least, is it applies pressure. And I think that is important with, Brian Laundrie, and the protests were successful. Like, Cassie Laundrie walked out of her house. And then she had that big interview right after that, talking to her parents, saying that her parents, she was kind of thrown under the bus, and she pleaded for her brother, Brian, to come home and stuff. The protests really triggered that. So we saw that it was effective in that case. And for this Summer Wells case, I believe it is effective. Just applying pressure, it gets things going, it gets things moving. We've had the TBI is responding to Jonathan on Twitter. They don't respond to anybody, but they've been 3 times they've responded to Jonathan. They're watching. So got there.
And when we were out there, law enforcement said, what did they say to us when we were in front of CPS?
They thanked us. That officer was so nice. He really appreciated us for being out there, and he appreciated that we called them beforehand. Because when we do these, we're professional. We don't just show up and start randomly protesting, because that's too much. Like, we call, we let them know we're going to be here at this time on this day, so law enforcement knows, so that they don't come guns a-blazing. They know, and they appreciate that, and they told us several times that they really appreciated that.
But he also told us that they watch all of our channels.
They watch our stuff.
We know when we're live, when we're breaking information, that they are watching what we have. It was unfortunate for me yesterday. I lost, it sounds like you lost some stuff too, but I personally lost a major interview. And I'm a little disheartened because my computer couldn't handle the, my computer is completely full. I'm putting everything on my thumb drive, or my external hard drive, my 5 gig hard drive. And quite frankly, it's going to be, I mean, I've already used 1/3 of my hard drive, my new hard drive. So I was trying to dump some stuff off my computer and ended up accidentally permanently deleting it versus transferring it.
Are you sure? Did you look in your trash? I might be able to figure it out.
I looked in my trash. I restored literally everything in my trash and still can't find it.
Well, when I see you in a few hours, I'll go try and I'll give you mine, because the nice thing is we all.
It's an interview that you don't have. It's an interview that I wasn't supposed to be recording.
Dang. Oh, dang.
So,
well, tell me about that later.
Yeah, but I did get a program on here, but my computer can't handle it running. It's doing a deep dive into all my past stuff, and it keeps shutting my computer down.
Yeah.
And I need to find it. You know, so the FBI, if you guys want the interview, I was trying to send it over to Cliff Evans, and it just couldn't. My computer can't handle it. My computer's been dropped. I mean, tell people about my poor computer. Like,
so when we went to Moab, Utah back in November, in the plane, like the plane ride back, your computer was smashed, and Southwest Airlines still hasn't talked to you. Like, hasn't responded to you. So like you got a brand new computer and it got smashed.
Yep. And it invalidated my warranty. And then when we were at this one, Mom hit her brakes while one of my cards were in there, and now it won't read my card. But I did find my cord for my card reader. I can't put it through the USB port to read the cards. I mean, I do have a workaround, but like I said, what's the hardest part is this is a brand new computer.
I know,
it's now smashed and the card reader doesn't work.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're going to get you another computer, a Mac.
I know. I got one in my wish list, and we are crowdfunding right now. People are donating to the PayPal because they know 100% of that is going to wish list items. And we're really upping the game. We've got a drone on there in the wish list. I know that's been one of your wants. And, hopefully we will achieve it. This stuff doesn't just, happen overnight. It takes, time, $5 here, $10 there, it's crowdfunding. And when we get enough money, then we purchase the item. And the reason why I say PayPal is because PayPal, I can pay Amazon through PayPal. So, Venmo, I really can't. I can only download that money into my personal bank account along with Cash App. Yeah. I like the PayPal because then there's no misconstruing of the funds. It stays in PayPal until we purchase the item that we need. So I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And it's transparent because people know that the money that's in PayPal, that goes to PayPal, is going toward products that we need as a team.
Exactly. I like your mug. I need one. I'm going to purchase one from you.
Yeah, are you going to be part of the coffee club?
I don't know if I can wake up that early.
Well, I told you I'm going to be doing the wine with wine, but you don't really drink wine either.
Well, I'll join one of these days.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. So what did you think? Let's talk about, and, a lot of people are, criticizing us for going to Don Well's job. I mean, what was the reason we went to Don Well's job to begin with?
Well, the reason we went over there was at the end of the day, we just want to talk with him. But
how many times did we speak with him and he say he was going to meet with us?
Multiple times. In fact, I'm going to have to do a video where I put each time he said to meet up. Like literally the day before, he was saying to meet Molly and you with no phones, nothing, like at a secret location. Like he's been doing this like throughout our trip several times, meeting up, secret spots, just Candus and him. Like he's asked to meet up many times. So in fact, in an hour from now, I'm dropping the video, the video at where we were at his job. And one of his coworkers even said, if he told you guys that he was going to go talk to you or meet up, he needs to be a man and come out here. And I have that video of the coworker saying that and putting that.
Yeah. And they did. Video. Were you with us on the side of the house when she was going back in? Remember how they tried to bolt out the back and
and she shrugged her
Did you
shoulders.
see her when we were asking where's Summer and she went, did you get that?
I didn't get it on video, but yeah, that's a
Jonathan actually got her laughing
Oh
inside
yeah,
the garage.
I have the video that I'm posting in an hour has her laughing, her shaking. There's a video where her hand is like this and she was holding her phone. Like, yeah, she's
very nervous. They are very,
kept
very
her
nervous
cool,
of
but
our group.
Yeah. I got them.
Remember, I'm curious if he got his face when I told him what had transpired. The water hole. She had that initial drowning at the water hole. She wasn't given medical attention. Something happened with her that was grave. And I said, and Candus is not smart enough to do anything. I said, she would have called you. You would have been the one that handled it, not Candus. And that face of his was almost telling, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I hope that you got that. That I may have that. I don't know. I've got to look at my content. The problem was on this particular trip out there, many of you don't know that my phone was absolutely packed to the max. We were having some issues with downloading. It was really scary. I was scared I was going to lose content. I did find out and actually clear out my phone finally. I wish I wouldn't have cleared out everything, and I wish I wouldn't have removed from my secondary phone that conversation that I had with Dawn, but I did.
Yeah, I'm glad you
deleted it. I do have a computer. It's called a program called Stellar Data Recovery.
Sonia's in the chat. Sorry.
Who is?
Sonia. She gave us the shirts.
She's so nice. Sonia. Yes, she's a wonderful patriot. She's a wonderful patriot of Summer's Army. And she was out there in the freezing cold weather in front of TSI. She came over to where we were staying and dropped off these beautiful shirts she made. They had the heel and they had all of our names through it. I actually, let me go see if I can find it. Say hi to everybody. Keep them occupied. I'll be right back.
Sonia, thank you. I have to still send you photos of the shirts. I'm still going to do that. I didn't forget. Hi, Heather. Oh, I need more mods. I haven't gone live in a while, but I will go live. But I do need more mods because I think I have 3 or 4, but I need more. So I'm going to start looking. I'm very picky who I choose for my mods, but I'm going to start really looking to see if I have any familiar faces. Someone said no, I don't have a kid. I babysit. Not that much anymore, but I babysit, and I'm not a single mom. I don't have kids yet. I want to have like 10 kids, but not yet.
And she wants me to babysit.
Yeah, and Andrew's
this beautiful shirt that I'm wearing right now was also from another person on YouTube, but here we go.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Thank you, Sonia.
Sonia did that for us. She dropped them off. It was really nice. We have another gal that made these, which is really nice. And believe it or not, I know she was concerned about the weak vinyl on here, whatever she made these with the Cricut. I've already washed this shirt. It washed beautifully. Nothing came off. As a matter of fact, I feel like by putting it through the dryer, it actually made it a little bit stronger. And just want to thank all the people that supported us with these shirts. But again, Heels on the Ground, Justice for Summer. It has all of our names in here everywhere. She did an amazing job. We're very thankful to all the people that support us in the many ways that they support us. Like this is support. This is support. Sending us information by email is support. Watching our channel, liking, sharing, subscribing is support. Joining the membership is support. Donating to us through Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, that's support. Buying and assisting with items on the wish list, that's support. Everybody has a strength and weakness, and they utilize that. I've got a lot of older people that watch this channel that are on fixed incomes. You know what they do? They moderate for us. They send it. They're constantly on YouTube searching for stuff to send us information to monitor who's using our content. They really go out of their way. That is support. That is so much support. Like we have support out the wazoo. It's beautiful. and it's amazing. And we are so blessed and thankful to all the people that have
Yes.
gravitated toward us and really support the work that we're doing. And it's really truly an amazing blessing.
It is.
You know, just to even think that there are that many people, you know, especially, you know, prior to getting into this stuff, you know, I kind of was, I felt like, you know, humanity was non-existent. Like humanity had just gone away. You know, nobody really cares or values other people's lives, or, you know, everybody just is so nasty anymore in our society, that seeing all these beautiful people coming out and supporting Summer Wells and supporting the work that we're doing, just gives me that, that drive that there is still humanity out there. There are people that still have hearts and still love helping thy neighbor. You know, that's what's missing. When I grew up, you knew everybody. You knew your neighbors. You knew them down the street. You know, when I was young, your neighbors, if you were acting up, could whip your butt, send you home, tell your parents they whipped your butt. Your parents would whip your butt because the neighbor had to whip your butt. You know, that was the society that we grew up in. That's frowned upon this day and age. And you see all these people with their mouths, and they have no respect for people, and it makes you wonder what happened to our society.
Yeah.
You know, and I just coming here and seeing all this and seeing the love and support that we truly have on YouTube has just been amazing. It really has, and we thank everybody out there for that.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for it too. And again, you know, it's cyberbullying and stuff, and it's easy to hide behind a screen and say whatever you want. And that's the day and age we're in, but just gotta live with it. And yeah, but Betty, I gotta go because I got some things to do. But I'm gonna see
you. I'll see you over here a little later today, and we'll start working on the stuff we need to work on.
Yeah, I'll text you when I'm gonna be at your house. Mom and I will be over there. Like maybe, I'll let you know what time I'll be over there.
All right, love. Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
So my friend Chronicles of Olivia, you know, she always works. She always produces some great masterpieces that are very hard to duplicate. Even though people want to say that it's easy to do, I can tell you I've watched her work, and it gives me a headache. Like she's just moving all over the place, adding this, get this screen up. I work with 2 screens. She's on one laptop doing this. It really is very interesting watching her create these beautiful masterpieces. It's very time consuming. Even though we didn't do a whole lot of editing on Dudley, it still took her hours. She got here, I want to say about 12:30. We didn't stop until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, just to get Dudley. We split Dudley's interview up into the 2 interviews, but just adding all the sound, adding all the transitions, it's so time consuming. And she's got professional editing equipment to do that with. And it still takes a really long time to add all that stuff in there. And, you know, she really works hard. A lot of her heart and soul goes into these. And I think you see them when she puts them out. So it's one of those things. So, you know, it's very disheartening for people to, you know, to just take it. So it's, at the end of the day, yeah, I know that shirts are really nice. You know, a lot of people have helped, and you know, I just would prefer that the focus of Summer was on Summer and not on me or the team. Whether you agree or disagree, we are bringing, you know, Summer's name to the light, and at the end of the day, people will find out. I can tell you that the parents should have been cleared a long time ago, and they are still the top persons of interest. And nobody else is at this point. There is nobody else. And, you know, take what you will from what you will. It's fine with me. But it is sad to see. But we have, you know, that the protest has provided an open dialogue. At least, you know, there are being responses received on Twitter to Jonathan Lee Riches. And, you know, I don't know if that would have happened had we not protested in front of a TBI. So that was successful. That was successful. The protest in front of Don Wells, that was successful too, because we got to see the real Don Wells in his environment. And it was sad. You know, their behavior is sad. I've got him telling me on the phone that he's not fake people. That's why they don't cry in public. And I'm thinking, you don't cry in public because it's fake. You'll be fake crying if you cry in public. It's, again, very peculiar statements. Still hoping to speak with Don and Candus Wells. We'll see what they choose to do. He did invite me there. If he is true about his invitation, I will go up there. But it is to ask them questions. And I want to make sure that that's clear to him. It is to ask him questions. I want to know what happened on June 15th. And yes, I've watched their interviews on other channels. I have still additional follow-up questions on the answers they provided on other YouTube channels. I'm hoping that he gives me the time of day to do that. We will see. We will see. You guys have the right and everything to support the channels that you choose to support. But if you think that channel that you are supporting and subscribing to is a hindrance to Summer Wells, you might want to consider that. You know, do you really want to be supporting that channel with your subscribe button or your like buttons? You know, you are the customer in the grand scheme of things on YouTube. You are the customer. So you have to make the decision for yourself, you know, whether you do a search to watch the content or you maintain your subscription to that content. I would behoove everybody that, you know, are subscribers to these channels, unsubscribe from them. If they are doing nothing but hindering and hurting the Summer Wells investigation, unsubscribe. If you feel I'm a hindrance and not doing, unsubscribe from me. I really don't care. You know, I feel that what I'm doing is the right thing to do. This is what I've been called to do. And hopefully that is what is conveyed to each and every one of you. But you should not be supporting a channel that you do not agree with, even mine. Even mine. And that's being 100% truthful. So I understand people have no other content to bring to you. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me see this. I'm going to turn the volume down.
Why doesn't every home
see what's going on here? Guess he's just going to double down. It's okay. We'll deal with it. I'm not even going to watch it. Just keep sending me who's using our content. And we'll be, like I said, we're going to be taking care of that in a different route. And we still plan on responding to YouTube since Crude is live streaming me yet again. Just a fair warning, you have not won this fair use claim yet. I got to provide YouTube more information and plan to do just that, and plan to provide them case law as well to support my claim. So you can keep doubling down all you want. I'm glad you're willing to risk your channel over it, but I'm not willing to risk mine. That's why I don't share other people's content. Just saying. So yes, he is. He is. But, you know, there are people in this channel that agree with my position on Summer, but yet are subscribers to his channel. So, I mean, you got to make decisions for yourself. You know, it's not funny. It's not fun. It's not appropriate, and it's wrong. And if you feel that that's the way, then unsubscribe. We finally went over 8,000 subscribers. I'm very pleased that we've been on YouTube just a short period of time and have been able to grow as quickly as we have. That is a true testament to how people feel about us and our team. And I'm very blessed. With it being this short of time, I believe that we have a great future ahead of us on YouTube for content creating. You know, we will be, as we start getting comfortable and getting our plans together on moving forward on YouTube, we will start going back to our other platforms such as TikTok, which help create the majority of us. I know Olivia is huge on TikTok, Facebook. I've been, you know, people all over the world follow me on my alias. They don't even know it's me on my one of my Facebook pages. So again, that will be coming out in the near future. I'm probably going to rebrand that to Bullhorn Betty since it's such a large platform there. And then, you know, I have my own TikTok page, which has garnered almost 65,000 followers on. I feel bad for my followers. People say something about Instagram. I very rarely use Instagram. Many of you guys know that reach out to me on Instagram. I don't really publish any videos on there. I don't talk to anybody on there. I only respond to people that have, you know, reached out to me through their direct message stuff. But I don't really do anything. Well, once in a while, I'm on Instagram. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream on there and build that platform up as well. But as of right now, I don't do a whole lot there. So, and it's very interesting because I didn't, you know, I don't live stream this on Facebook either, but the majority of people that watch this channel on my analytics actually come from Facebook, which I thought was really interesting and neat. So I'm really pleased with that too. So for many of you that want to purchase, yes, thank you. I see you. I am at Bullhorn Betty on TikTok. You guys can see all the work we did for the Gabby Petito case on there. And I'm not sure if I did. I think I did some snippets of Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner. But if you guys want to be part of the coffee club and want to get your coffee mug, it is on my merch site. It is on my merch site. So we will be, you know, just hopefully all these different things. And the way you guys can support us is we make it easy for you guys to support me, the Bullhorn Betty channel, as well as the team. So let me just see where we are on our products. So as many of you guys know, who in here is from Texas? I will be visiting Texas on the 28th through the 30th. Oh, my friend was just my friend from Ocala. Oh, thank you, Chai Crimes. I appreciate your loving support. That is really sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Good. People are loving the Coffee Club cup. I can see right here. We're doing really well. Thank you guys for all your love and support on this. We've sold quite a few of the Coffee Club mugs. This is amazing. So keep it up. Keep it up. You know, we do get a portion of those profits. Even though I have to pay everything when I go on here, I got to pay full price. I still get a portion of my profits back. So I have not received any funds before anybody starts beating me up. I haven't received any funds yet from YouTube or Teespring. Just so you know, I've been working this whole time without receiving a paycheck, just for everybody to know. It's tough. It's tough. And so we do what we do to survive here, to keep the lights on and to keep bringing you guys great content. And hopefully these little things for crowdfunding purposes help us propel us to the next level. And we will continue to keep going. So if you guys like this channel, please go out and like this page, like us. Like this video that we're doing right now, this live stream that we're doing right now. Go out there and like it. It's very important that if you like what we are producing, you guys go out there and show the world that it is good content. You know, we're very blessed that we get the opportunity to travel all over the country to follow these cases. We are very truly blessed that we actually get to meet with, you know, people that have firsthand knowledge and can convey the stuff that is going on. Without that information, I don't believe we would be able to paint the picture that we paint. So, you know what, Sonia, if you're still in here, you might want to find a way. It looks like some people love the shirt that you created. You know, I'm happy to have you advertise that on here and find ways for you to, you know, share that with folks in this chat. You're more than welcome. People love that shirt. You did great work on it. I was very impressed by the quality, and I love the fact that she went out and got, because it was very cold. We got long sleeves. We wore it the last day that we were there. But again, it's a beautiful shirt that she prepared for us in Summer Wells' honor, and we're very thankful for that. for the Heels on the Ground initiative. So if you want to provide them some information on how to get that shirt, please do so. Absolutely, Carrie. More than welcome. bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I got to tell you guys, you guys got to put some urgent stuff like in the taglines, because some of this stuff I just can't get to. I really can't. I keep trying and trying and trying, but I'm so busy, behind the scenes here, that it makes it difficult. It makes it really difficult to respond to the hundreds of emails I get every single day. I do appreciate those emails, but I try to respond when I can. So just keep them coming. We always want information on people that are sharing our content irresponsibly. So yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is, Betty Fan. When they address you, that's them addressing you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys get the thumbs up. Thank you. Well, it depends. It depends. So I do, as many of you guys know, I've been trying to quit smoking. I got water vapor. Some days I just use water vapor and switch back between the water pods and the nicotine pods. Some I use menthol. Some I use different flavors. They do make a lot of people. I think they only sell these pods in the gas stations in regular nicotine and menthol. But I purchase stocks of this stuff online that fit the Juul brand, and it's a mix up between a bunch of different flavors and a bunch of stuff. So it just really depends. Really depends. That's okay. We welcome super late people. Yeah. Say what? Yeah, I still got to work on that line. As you know, I'm getting behind. I'm getting behind on everything I want to do because a lot of this stuff is being, sucking my days out. So starting tomorrow, I will be refocusing and getting some, much needed work done. I try to get on here as much as possible to keep you guys, get you guys some information about what we're doing, about what we've done. And we have a lot of great content to show you, including the grocery store. We did actually do that. I think this is it. So here's, people have heard that Robin Lane, filled out an affidavit against Molly Golightly. And I've got that on video of what she did. And when you read the thing, there was nothing she could really do. We didn't break any laws. She was just filling out the report in case the harassment kept up. First of all, we never harassed her. We've been ultimately nice to her. Not sure where that came from, but just to show you guys just a little bit of information. That was her sticking the note in the door. So let me find out where she was. There it is. Oh, that's not, hold on. I got to stream it through a different, hold on a second. It should not be streaming from here. It should be streaming from the other. I don't know how these things switch, but let me put it into the right format. There we go. Sorry about that. Stupid computer. Well, this will be coming to an end soon. I promise you. This will be coming to an end soon. Let me go ahead and pull up my... Should not be in these... There we go. There we go. Let's try it again.
I don't think she's home.
There's a package, though. It's got their name on it, so I don't think they're here.
Now, just to remind you, there is no laws preventing people to go up and knock on your door. God. This is not considered trespassing. And that's why, you know, all those
lights on,
you know, gospel people that come around can come around lawfully and knock on your door. Somebody start screen capturing if this was a mistake. Let me know. But I'd like to know if somebody's
Can I have a pen?
rogue in here.
Okay, I'll just write it. I need a pen.
I got one right here. What are you doing?
All right, I'm writing a letter.
To who?
To Robin Lane. There's a package here. My name is Marissa. Molly, Golightly. On YouTube.
That's your opinion. We don't respect your opinion.
I apologize for showing your daughter's image on my short video. I never intended to release any footage from the church out of respect for the church attendees. Your daughter was beautiful and sweet. She liked coloring and my sparkly purse. It was cute. Sadly, people called us liars about you introducing yourself to me and that you were sitting next to me. When we got to the church, oh God, my hands are frozen. When we got to the church, you were singing Hallelujah on stage. Thank you for the invite to lunch. It was on.
And William, the spy pen is not what she used. She used her camera phone. Thank you very much. Again, you should have factual information before you run your mouth. Just saying.
Expected. She's going to think I'm illiterate. My hands are frozen.
We just want to thank you.
It was unexpected.
Okay. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your kindness, Molly Golightly.
You. Bless you and your family. Molly Golightly. Okay, so we're going to take this.
I got it. I got it from here.
You got this. Don't talk to Regis.
So just to show you, we're not going over to harass Robin Lane. She was going over there to make an apology to Robin Lane, and that's what our intent was. That's what we did, and that's why there was no criminal conduct. So, again, Marissa made an error. I think what had happened and how that was, of course, nobody ever believes, all the hate believes there's more nefarious stuff there than there are. But what had happened is people were calling her a liar, saying she never went to the church. And so she just, popped in a video without realizing that the daughter was in the video just to prove that, yes, she was at the church. And that's all the intent for that was from what she conveyed to me. And I believe her. I don't see any reason why she would intentionally put a child on YouTube. I mean, that doesn't make sense, So they try to turn everything around. Every single thing that they can turn around and make drama out of, they will. They will. Why? Because it increases their likes and increases their profits. Those things that they try to dog us for. At least we're going out there in the freezing cold weather, getting the legitimate content to create the buzz and to create the people coming to our channels to see what's going on. It's not for drama. They do everything they can for drama and antagonistic purposes. They are not true creators. They're antagonists. That's my opinion. And I'm entitled to it. So, but what I will not do is run somebody else's channel on my channel. That in and of itself shows no creativity, right? You got nothing to talk about but somebody else. Ooh, I think a 5-year-old could do that. A 5-year-old could do that, right? People that do that are a waste of space. No creativity whatsoever. Anybody can mock somebody. It doesn't take creativity to do that. Anybody can criticize somebody. It doesn't take any creativity to do that. Getting off your butt and actually going out and doing something is a different story. Yes, Susie Q, I can yell at whoever I want. It's America. Where did you grow up? In America, we have the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, which allows me to speak freely, allows me to protest freely, allows me the right to assemble. Having that press badge opens a whole new opportunity for what I do. So yeah, it's within the law. Of course I can. Duh. No, they're not. They're not. No, they're not. So, oh my God, go away. Go troll somebody else's page, lady. If you're a lady, maybe you look like a dude. Go somewhere else. I don't have time for your crap. Goodbye. You guys are so stupid. Well, I'm glad you like stealing other people's work because you got no creativity of your own. Goodbye. Guys, quit timing out these people because I'm trying to block them and I can't block them because they're being timed out. I get it. People need to know the law. We have law enforcement on the record, on video, saying that we're not breaking the law, but everybody thinks we're breaking the law. It's amazing to me. It is literally amazing to me. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. Somebody said once Candus and Donna are arrested, these YouTubers are going to have to close their channel because they're not going to be taken. They're not going to be taken legitimately anymore. They're going to be trying to flip sides and try to explain it, and they're going to lose all their integrity in the process. You know, these non-creators that call themselves creators on YouTube they're not going to have a platform. They're not going to have a platform because they just dogged the people that were fighting for Summer and come to find out that we were right the whole time. And what are they going to do? Keep dogging us? I guess so. First of all, let me just explain this. For those assholes that don't know, I'm not with the Proud Boys. I go to political events that they are at, 1. 2, the leader of the Proud Boys, which is sitting in prison right now, is a black Cuban. Hardly the white supremacist that is portrayed across media. Again, those little details make a difference. Quit being so stupid. Quit being so stupid. Black Cuban. Black Cuban. You know, the people that are part of the Proud Boys out there in Phoenix, Arizona are Mexicans. Doesn't drive that narrative of white supremacy, does it? Idiots. But hey, the mainstream media said it is. Must be true. Must be true. People are so stupid. Just like they because somebody says Dudley was fired from his job. Must be true. Do no independent research of your own. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Yep. Ashley, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. So. Ha! Exactly. Haley, that is a great analogy. A great analogy right there. But I have a funny feeling when the Wells go to court, they're not going to be able to get off scot-free like Casey Anthony did. So, and I think outside of like 2 or 3 photos, two different events with multiple photos, of course, but two or 3 different events, there's whatever. I'm not even going to get into it. It's just taking away from the show. People can have their own beliefs. If you believe the Proud Boys are racist, then they're racist. Okay. I don't really care. I don't care. They don't hang out with me. You don't see me out with them. You don't see them out with me doing the work that I do. So, I mean, running across somebody, being around, good. Bye. Let me help you. Ooh. Bye, cat lady. Don't come back. Don't call me to unblock you either. Oh, they're filled in here. They're filled. Well, the more powerful you become, the more they have to infiltrate. You know what I'm saying? And we are a powerful source. Our team is a very powerful source out there doing this crime work, and they can't handle it. All they can do is mock it. That's it. That's their entire platform. It's disgusting, quite frankly. It's disgusting. We will continue to. I would never give that man the time of day. Like, literally never give that man the time of day. Like, I have to value his opinion to give them a time of day. Just like these people in here that are trolls and say so. And you know how you can tell a troll? Go open their page. I guarantee they have 0 or just like 1 or 2 subscribers, no content on their page. They're nothing. They're bots. They're trolls. They're only in here to incite and take away from Summer. And it makes you wonder why they want to take away from Summer Wells. She's a 5-year-old missing child. A 5-year-old missing child. And we will keep coming back to Summer Wells until she is found. I'm telling you, she's not going to be found alive, and you're going to find out her parents had something to do with it. Go back to that picture. Take that picture. Print that picture out. And go take it to your doctor and ask him, what does that mean? That purpling of the cuticles is showing the body is dying, that the blood is not being able to pump the blood to the extremities. She's dying in that photo if she wasn't already dead. You don't want to believe me? You want to believe all these other liars? Fine. Print the photo out and take it to your doctor and ask him about it. Do the responsible thing. Yes, Safari Dream, I'll read it. I believe she was dead in that photo. And it's sad. It's really sad. It's bringing exposure on many fronts. It's bringing exposure on YouTube. It's bringing exposure to TBI. It's bringing exposure to DCF or DCS. It's bringing exposure of Summer Wells in her case. And you know what's sad about it is that there are so many cases like Summer's across the United States. We are going to start exposing these child protective services. We are in the process of discussing it as a team. Of these cases that, and it's not that it's more to expose the lack of funding to do the proper job. I mean, you're dealing with the most precious of the precious. You're taking them out of one bad environment and sticking them in another, and things are happening to these children. And it's a lack of supervision from CPS or whatever their name is per state about these children. And, if you want to mock me. I don't care. I really don't. What we're doing is good work, and we're fighting for these children, and we're fighting for other people besides just missing children. Now, think about it. We were at Colin Knapp's house silently protesting, making him very uncomfortable because he murdered his girlfriend and stuffed her in the back of the house. We went in the back of that house in that swamp, and we showed law enforcement and anybody else where to go to find her. We couldn't get to her. I came in contact with possibly the murder weapon and had to provide a buccal swab. You know, I had to go out there and meet the detectives, walk them through where we were. We're not like other people. We don't just go out there and show you guys the mountains and stuff. We get out there in the woods and actually hunt and search for these missing people, missing and dead people. We actually get out there and go through swamps. We will do whatever it takes to bring an end to these cases as quickly as possible. The problem is that there's so much land. There's so much, so many places for them to have put Summer. There are so many places, but I guarantee wherever she is at, she's between the house and Don Wells' last job. That I believe. We even have somebody saying that there was some smell on one of his jobs that was absolutely horrific. And they ended up putting concrete over the smell. Makes you wonder. I'm pretty sure that they would have got the same information from a doctor that I've received from a doctor. That the purpling of the cuticles shows that the heart was not pumping to her lower extremities. She was in the process of dying if she wasn't already dead. Those cuticles tell a lot, more so than, like, a lot of people have been focused on the stain on her jacket. That could literally be anything. You cannot prove unless you find that jacket what that actually was. It's the cuticles, it's the fingertips that are the most crucial of that photo. And I know that we have some doctors and some nurses in here. They can say the same thing. Because when I was talking about the stain, that I was told that you can't determine what that liquid is. It could have been slobber dripping out of her mouth. We don't know. We don't know. But the cuticles are the most concerning. The cuticles and the hands are the most concerning on that photo. And Emily told me, Andrea, it isn't good. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Something's definitely not right. Something's definitely not right. That's okay. That's okay. We got it. Don't worry about Jamie. Don't worry. Yeah. And people should be in this country. There's a reason why we have the Constitution. There's a reason why we have laws. It's for this purpose. If it wasn't for this purpose, we would all be locked up and thrown away. We would all be locked up and thrown away in jail. We've been told for how many times have you guys been told that we had warrants for our arrest? That was a lie. How many times have you guys been told that we're harassing and we're going to jail? It has been a lie. How many times did people say if we went back to Tennessee, we were all going to be arrested and go to jail? It was a lie. It's kind of funny how that works. And these are the same people that say that they can steal our content. It's a lie. It's a lie. My business email is bullhornbetty@gmail.com. bullhornbetty@gmail.com. So people that keep wanting to take the focus off Summer Wells, it makes you wonder why. Who are they fighting for? Are they fighting for the criminals or the victim? Are they fighting for the criminals or the victim? Sad. 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 Yeah. That's why polygraphs are not allowed in the court of law. An innocent person can show deception on a polygraph, just like a guilty person can show innocence on a polygraph. They're ineffective. They are not admissible in a court of law because they are not, because of that. They have false positives. They're not proof beyond a reasonable doubt. They cannot be used in a court of law because of these issues. You know, they use them for an investigative tool, and an investigative tool only. People believe in them, people don't. But I can tell you right now, the court of law doesn't believe in them. So, thank you. Well, I can tell you that they're absolutely worthless in a criminal case. They cannot hold up to a criminal case. And in fact, if you do not answer questions on the witness stand because of this, you could be prosecuted. That I do know. They do not hold up in criminal cases. You cannot use them as a form to silence people when a crime is being committed. Oh, I've already deleted that person. Just one of those things, you know, when we get started on here, especially Sunday morning, people that get in here, you just got to wait. And they're just going to go and sign into another troll account and come back. I mean, it's just a never ending process. They got nothing better to do with their time in their life. Like, can you imagine if all you did in your entire life is troll other accounts? Like, I would have to be a real miserable person that's the highlight of my life. Literally. So again, these people are just, don't block this asshole. Let me block them. I'm going to make up. Quit timing these people out that I need to block, folks, or just block them yourselves. I need them kicked out of here. And when they're timed out, I can't block them. I can't kick them out. I need to be able to block them from this channel. When you see those things, don't time them out. Block them, please. Please block them. I don't want them in here. Okay. Thank you. There are. You guys are working double duty. I want all trolls blocked. I don't want them timed out. I want them blocked. Make them do the work to create new accounts. Eventually, we'll get all their accounts, and they just have to create. Some of these people have been creating troll accounts for 7 years. They got like freaking 20, 30, 40 different troll accounts. And all it does is take away. Look how much time we spent. What is it? 15 minutes spent on dealing with these trolls instead of dealing with Summer Wells, and they think that's funny. Oh, because I keep saying Dawn and Candus did it. They did. I've given them every opportunity not to duck, bob, and weave me and answer my questions, and they won't. We even showed up at their job. He tried to get the law enforcement to remove us. Law enforcement says they can't. They can't. We're not breaking any laws. It's funny how that works out. For all those people that say that we're going to be arrested, I'm going to be going back to Tennessee. I guarantee there's no warrant for my arrest. Yeah, I'm going to have to. We do good work. We do positive work. You know, we, do what we interview people that are close to the case. Come on, open up. We're very helpful. We provide law enforcement. I can guarantee we provide law enforcement a lot of tips in these cases. And we don't get those tips until we prove ourselves to the people that want to give us those tips. How do we do that? Pressure campaigns. Pressure, pressure, pressure. So we are going to be going after Tucker. Many of you guys know Tucker is the primary employer of Don and Candus Wells for their drug-fueled and alcohol-fueled lifestyle. And we are going to be going after him and letting the builders know that they've got this 40-year felon across multiple states on his crew, and that he is being placed around loving families and children when his own daughter is missing and he is the primary suspect. We will stop at nothing to seek justice for Summer Wells. And if people want to, disturb that, they can. I don't care. It's not going to stop our work. You're not going to hinder our work. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is be a keyboard warrior sitting behind your keyboard in the comfort of your home, doing absolutely nothing but sit there and waste your life away. We actually try to do something for these families. We actually try to do something for these victims, and we will continue to do so no matter what. Nobody will be able to stop us. We have the law and we have the Constitution, and when we are out here, we do everything explicitly. Occasionally one of our crew members he gets a little passionate and pushes the lines. And, I can't control that. I can only control me and myself and the conduct that I do, and I follow the law explicitly. So we will. You know what? And at the end of the day, I don't owe anybody. And somebody's putting in the chat something. You guys can go ahead and time them out. I don't mind that beautiful whatever. I don't care. If you're not supporting us financially and you're not supporting us on our channel and liking, sharing, and subscribing, you're not my content. You're not my audience. You're not. All you are is a troll. All you are is a distractor from the information. And no, I do not care about you. I could care less about your opinion. I have to value you to value your opinion. And the only people that I value at this point are the people that support our cause, Summer's Army. Those are the only people that I represent. Those are the only people that keep driving me to move forward, that keep me persistent and keep me tenacious on the heels of Summer Wells. And so anybody else that does not like, you guys can go. I don't care about you. And if that hurts somebody's feelings, so be it. Talk about me, slam me. I don't care. Again, I'd have to value your opinion to be on your channel, which I'm not. I have to value your opinion to be responsive. I don't. So all the trolls in here, go away. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. Guys, black screen. You guys are driving me nuts. Quit timing him out. Please. The only way I can block him is if you guys quit timing him out. Either block him or give me the opportunity to time him out or to block him. You guys can block him or not. I don't care, but he needs to be blocked. And everybody keeps timing him out, and it's causing me issues of blocking him. Seriously? Mods, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys have the ability to block. If you don't have the ability to block, please quit timing him out. Did somebody block him or no? People that are on here to harass, I do not want them timed out, mods. I'm not yelling at you. It's just frustrating. I don't want them timed out. I want them fully blocked from this panel. So, okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Fletcher. Thank you for explaining that to me. Just keep blocking them. Eventually, they'll be tired of setting up new accounts. I'm just saying. So if you guys have the ability to fully, yeah, we have. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for explaining that to me. I appreciate it. And just keep doing it over and over and over again. At some point, Blogger likes you, Mr. Blogger likes you. I went on his page the other night. I did. I never seen him in action. I gotta say, his sense of humor cracked me up. It was okay. All right. Well, just keep it up. Just keep like the people that have like crappy comments. I can understand them being timed out, but people that are here literally just to troll, they need to be fully blocked. I don't even want to give them one warning of timing out. I just want them fully blocked. So, and that's moving forward. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Just keep blocking them. Let them keep making accounts. It's got to be, they've got nothing better to do but keep making accounts. Let them make accounts. So anyways, so what they do is whenever I start talking about Summer Wells, they decide to come in here and force. So we're just going to keep talking with Summer Wells. I'm going to let the moderators do their thing. I'm not going to pay attention to any of the chats. If you guys want to ask questions or anything, unfortunately, you guys got to go to Super Chats because I'm not going to be paying attention to the chat line anymore. It's too distractive for me. It's too distractive for this channel. And I have all the faith and the ability of the moderators in here to do a good job. So this is us meeting with Dudley and his wife, the team. It was a great conversation. Many people don't like the fact that he's telling us everything. He works side by side with Don Wells. Allie was over living in the house with Don Wells. All these people that are in the inner circle of Don Wells that no longer has anything to do with them makes you wonder why, right? It's everybody else against Don and Candus. So it's everybody else. It's not Don and Candus. It's just everybody else. It's me. It's the team. It's the ex-friends. It's the ex-employees. It's all these people that have removed themselves. It's David Dotson. It's Allie. It's Hunter. It's all these people that are just turning on these beautiful, wonderful people called the Wells. And the Wells just can't figure out why. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, we've given Don Wells and Candus Wells ample opportunity to meet with us and to talk to us. And they keep refusing. They keep duck bobbing and weaving us. They refuse to answer any questions. They refuse to answer the most benign questions. They want to force us to show up to their work after we've had days and days of them wanting to meet with us in secret locations and this, that, and the other. At what point is enough enough? So we decided to show up there with our signs, show up there with the bullhorn, which I never used for those that want to, dog on me. I am Bullhorn Betty for a reason. So that means I will use my bullhorn as necessary when I feel it is necessary, not when I have permission to do so. So for those that hate me can continue to hate me. But Dudley and his wife were wonderful people. I actually talked to Don Wells himself and told him that there is no way Dudley or his wife had anything to do with the disappearance of his daughter. And he said himself, they probably don't. But the reason why I thought he might be is because I had fired him the day before. That came out of Don's own mouth. Don Wells' own mouth. So, we have a great group. The reason why we looked like I have no makeup on, my hair is disheveled. Marissa only has some lipsticks. Thank you for those that are supporting us. We appreciate it. Marissa has the lipstick on, but we were all out in the rain, out in 30-degree rain that day, searching everywhere, high and low along Beach Creek Road for Summer Wells. Otherwise, we would have been dressed to the nines to meet with the people that we were interviewing. And unfortunately, we cannot. Show me the conviction. Show me the conviction. You're bringing up an arrest record on a false affidavit. You look like an idiot. Call down to the courthouse. Show us the conviction. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Show me the conviction. You can't. You're a dumbass. Go away. Block him. People are so stupid. Perpetrating the domestic violence that was perpetrated upon me. Sick. They call themselves, what? They're sick. They're sick people. Sick people taken away from Summer's good name. There's a special place in hell for you people. There really is. There really is. Oh, did it? Nice. Well, everybody thought that I wasn't me. And I was truly there because, he does those puppets, and I call them dolls because I know it irritates them. And it's just because he always says I'm dry and have no humor and not funny and not fun and whatever. So I decided to throw some back to him. He was a funny character, I have to say. It was hilarious. So I expect that people knew I was going in there, and Rosa, I think it was you that said I should be in bed, which I was in bed when I was chatting in there. And, I was starting to get too late. And so I went to sleep. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I hope people were nice to him when they went in there. I know that we have a lot of haters out there because of our publicity and who we are. And, I've been, we've got so many fans and so many haters because of so many fans. And so I hope they were. Oh, good. Good. Yeah. Nobody will ever understand. It's easy just to criticize without getting to know what really happened. And it's so easy for people to plaster stuff without having any context or even following it through. I mean, anybody can be arrested for anything, but these are the same people that are screaming due process for, Don and Candus. Yet I had due process and the case was dropped. The case was dropped, but they don't want to see that, right? So it's hypocrisy. It's pure hypocrisy. But we're used to that on YouTube, right? People that are fully monetized and have cash apps and have merchandise are the ones screaming at us for being scammers for having cash app and merchandise. It is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. I have to be honest with you. People stealing other people's content that they use thousands of dollars and hours of time. And they just think, oh, they put it out there. It's mine. I can use it. It's up for grabs. Okay. Okay. You know what? I've been trying to find this out. Find this out because, she keeps trying to say that she couldn't use her phone. She slammed her phone on the ground or something to that effect. And, we have multiple calls from that mountainside from Candus Bly. We have multiple calls, and I'm curious to find out if those multiple calls were directly from her cell phone or from her mother's phone, which she proclaims. We haven't dug in that deep to find out. We're still requesting records. We have the number. But what number was truly Candus Bly's number at the time of this incident was called in? It does make you wonder. It does make you wonder. So thank you all for your love and support. We really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. For all those haters, the majority love us and support us than hate us. So hopefully we get the trolls out little by little, but they're just going to keep creating new accounts and coming back and coming back and coming back. They got nothing. And it's usually one person, like one person sitting behind a screen causing all this chaos. Believe it or not. It's 1, 2, or 3 people out of 700. It's sad. So at any rate, we're at the top of the 2 hours. We've already gone over the 2 hours. I just want to tell you guys I love and appreciate each and every one of you that are really here for Summer and really here for Summer's Army. We do great work. Oh, great question. Great question. I'm sure they'll call law enforcement and let them handle it 100%. Because don't call me. Seriously, don't call me. Actually, it's sad because they would call me and I would go out there and help. But they don't know how good, activism is and advocating for victims are until something happens to their own. And, as much as I say that I wouldn't go out there, screw them, screw their family, that's just not who I am as a person. Even if my worst enemy called me up today and asked me for help, I would help them. I am a bitch, but I'm not a heartless bitch. And that's the difference between me and other people. So everybody go out there. Love this page. We're rising up. Even the haters, they just keep pushing my page higher and higher. We have exceeded 8,000 subscribers on this channel in under 2 months. That is huge. That is amazing. We want to keep that going. So please subscribe and share my channel. Have your friends come over here and subscribe and share my channel. The only way we're going to block the hate is scream the love. So I hope everybody has an amazing Sunday. I want to tell each of you guys, God bless you and your family. And, with each of these cases, I always try to tell each and every one of you, please hug your family a little tighter, keep your family a little closer. Call those friends that you haven't talked to in a while. Let them know that you're thinking of them and that you love them. Tomorrow is never promised, folks. Tomorrow is never promised. Today is never given, right? So like right now, I'm here. I could get in my car and go around the block to the Starbucks and not come back. That is what it's all about. Showing the love and support of your neighbor, your friends, and your family. So they know that you're great people, that you're loving them, that you're thinking of them. Now's a great day. It's Sunday. Pick up the phone, make some phone calls today, and let the people that are close to you know that you really care. With that, I bid you guys adieu. Have a fabulous Sunday, and we will chat soon. God bless each and every one of you.